Hi kawan, welcome to EDCReady. Today I want to talk about my experience with leather straps versus bracelets. Now this knife here is my first ever automatic knife. I'm not really much of an automatic watch. I'm not really much of a watch guy. I am more of a knife guy. But you know, sometimes you gotta spread out of your comfort zone a little bit, and this is what I got. Now, I did buy this guy secondhand from a guy who I will link down below. He has a YouTube channel, Pronave and More. That's his YouTube channel, Pronave and More, M-O-R-E. And he came with, he sold it to me with a few accessories. It has a tempered glass right here as a cover. And then it also comes with these green leather straps. So it's leather back here, and at the front here it feels kind of suede-y, but it's green, which I really like. I do like myself some OD green, and I want to share with you guys what I felt are the differences between wearing a watch on leather and wearing a watch on bracelet, or at least my impressions of it. So the Seiko comes with the metal bracelet right here. I put it on just because I want to feel like what it's like. I want to feel what's it like to wear it in its stock configuration. So, and I spent about 3 days with it in this strap. So when it comes to leather, any kind of leather just has this ability to adjust on the fly. And this has to do with these adjustment holes right here. You can just wear it on. Okay, you can pop it in. And then based on the day or the time of day, you can always just put it in there if you want a tighter fit. Or if that day, you know, you're feeling a little bit swelly, a little bit inflamed, you can just push it here, and then you get a little bit more gap in there for your comfort. And that can change on the day-to-day basis. Sometimes that can change throughout the day. Now bracelets, especially with a Seiko bracelet like this, number one, it doesn't have any half links that I know about, and it does only have two quick adjust holes right here, but it doesn't have any toolless quick adjust, so you can't move this back and forth. So that is one thing that the leather bracelet has over, sorry, the leather strap has over this metal bracelet, is that the ability to adjust on the fly any day, any time during the day. Another thing about leather that I really like is that it's soft and overall more comfortable. You know, this is after all an organic material, and it has a lot of flex to it, so it can nicely form around your hand, and it can contour to the shape of your hand. So that's very nice. Whereas with the metal bracelet, now granted this is not a very high quality bracelet, maybe higher quality bracelets might have more flexibility, but this guy is not the most flexible, and sometimes you get a little bit of hair pulling. Okay, which doesn't happen on leather because there's nothing to pull your hair with, but these gaps between the links right here, sometimes you can pull certain hairs out, and as a result it's not as comfortable as like a leather strap right here. Another thing I really like about leather is that it has this nice classy look. Now granted, you can definitely go with something a bit more funky. You can go with blue, green, whatever, make it more casual, but if you just use leather like in general, like this one, like a darker grain leather, it's gonna look a lot more premium, or it's gonna look a lot more classy. Now the good thing about leather is that it creates a patina over time. Now you can get some scratches right here. As you can see, there's a bit of a scratch there, but the way it flexes around your skin, you're gonna see the oils in the leather move about. It kind of creates that nice patina, that nice kind of like worn out leather look that a lot of people have. Another advantage about leather straps is that it is going to be cheaper. You know, this guy, if I were to upgrade this to a new metal bracelet or whatever, it could cost like $100 US or even more. Whereas if you want to just change to a leather strap, you can go really cheap and get it for like 10 bucks, 15 bucks, or you can go even higher than that. You can get some custom made, but you have that range of like really cheap to more expensive. Whereas this guy is going to be a lot more expensive to change the bracelet on a watch. Now, a couple of things that leather kind of has a disadvantage against the bracelet is that it does show a little bit more wear and tear, specifically around this area. You can kind of see which are the three holes that I use the most in this watch. And because of that, you kind of get this kind of like creases that happen, that kind of develop over time. And that crease can lead to tearing and all that. So you want to be wary that when it comes to leather, you are going to get all these creases. Now, depending on the quality of the leather, this will take longer or shorter time to develop, but it's again down to like the quality of the leather. I have not worn this long enough to have that have an effect on me, but I've worn this guy for quite a number of years. It's relatively thick leather, so it has been holding up quite well. Another thing about leather is that it is not very water resistant, being a porous material. It is going to absorb water. Now, is this a big deal? Not really. You leave it out to dry and it will dry up, but not necessarily something you want to go swimming with it, which is why dive watches either come with a rubber strap or a metal bracelet like this guy. Okay, even with this guy right here, because of the suede on top, it's going to soak that up, it's going to soak up your sweat, and you don't want a situation where fungus grows on it and stuff like that. But that is the advantages and disadvantages of leather. It is adjustable on the fly, anytime during the day, any day. It is more soft, it is softer and more comfortable. It has a nice classy look, and then it will patina over time, especially if you go with a darker green leather. But it can definitely have a little bit more of a casual look depending on the color of leather that you want. It is going to be cheaper to replace. The disadvantages is that it will show wear and tear at these holes right here, and it's not waterproof, so you got to be careful when you're around water with it. Now, bracelets. Bracelets, a couple of good things that go for bracelets. First of which is that they are more durable. Okay, they will definitely scratch up because it is metal. So if you're gonna rub on anything metallic, it is gonna scratch up. You can kind of see some scratching underneath here already. However, it's not gonna have any kind of wear and like physical wear and tear. It looks like you see right here. So it's definitely going to be a lot more durable, especially when it comes to water resistance. I can take this guy into the pool and it's not going to rust, it's not going to soak up the water. You might need to shake it dry a little bit, but other than that, it's good to go in almost any situation. Now, if you like a more casual look, you can definitely wear a bracelet for t-shirts and pants, or you can even wear it with casual shirts. It's great for that kind of look. I would kind of be okay in wearing this in formal settings, but it's not really for me. For formal setting, I would normally go with this guy. Now, one thing that took me by surprise when it comes to a metal bracelet is that the form factor when you keep the watch is actually quite small. Now, by comparison, if I want to keep this in my drawer, I just hook it up, and then it keeps very small in your drawer. Whereas with this guy, it tends to be quite long. You can fold it up, but when you fold it up, it still becomes quite long. You kind of get this little tail that hangs up. As for this guy, it becomes a lot more compact. Another thing I really like about this is that when I set it on the table, I can kind of like perk it up. Hold on, if I can do this correctly. Yeah, I can kind of perk it up like that, and it kind of becomes like a table, hold on, this is not working. And it can kind of become like a little clock that I leave on the side of my table, so I can see it. It's not really working now. How did I do it? There we go. So I can just leave it like this, and I kind of have a clock at the side of my bed. Now, granted, this is a very small watch, so it might not be a good clock. John Mayer likes to put his big pilot, his IWC big pilot, at his nightstand to use as a clock, so that's really nice. But the ability to just like prop it up, okay, and then kind of have like a makeshift clock on you, yeah, that's very nice. I quite enjoy that. Now, a couple of negatives when it comes to bracelet. Number one, it is going to be expensive to replace. I already mentioned this. Maybe like 100 USD, the cheapest I've seen. It is going to be pulling some hairs. Throughout the 3 days I've worn it on the bracelet, it has pulled out just a few hairs. Not bad, but not very comfortable. And it is definitely going to be heavier. You know, it's going to be metal, it's going to be more durable, it's going to be stain resistant, but the trade-off is that it's going to be heavier compared to this guy right here. So in conclusion, those are the two differences, and which one should you get? You should have both. You should have both for different situations. You should have this, in case you want to class it up. Maybe you want to wear it with a nice suit and tie. Maybe with a nice formal dinner. You're gonna want some leather straps. I would suggest a darker brown grain leather strap or even a black leather strap. So that would look really nice. You're gonna want this when it comes to, you want something a bit more casual, something that's a bit more versatile, something that versatile in a way that it's gonna be durable in almost every situation. And then I would supplement it with something a little bit more fun, like this guy. Have this guy in there so that you can have a little pop of color when you want to. Okay guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the links in my description box down below. And yeah, thanks and stay ready.